It's beautiful, isn't it? But how do we make sure that scenes like that stay that way for generations to come? Well, we can start by stop using our environment as a public dumping ground. You see, if we start banning everything that we find on the side of the road or in our oceans or lakes or streams, we're going to run into a problem and send us back to the 1800s. You know what life was like back in the 1800s? It wasn't pretty. You see, the problem isn't with the companies that make glass or paper or plastic or aluminum. The problem is with people. So one of the things that's been in the news a lot lately is plastic and its impact on our environment. Well, you may not know this, but a lot of the plastic that we use in our household that would be maybe think of as disposable can easily be recycled. For instance, single-use plastic bags, plastic wrap for water bottles, toilet paper, paper towel wrap, plastic bags used for dry cleaning, air pillow film, internet mailers, so something we bought off the internet, make sure you cut the labels out, be either with the bubble wrap on them or the flat poly mailers. And when I look at all of this stuff, I think of two things. One thing, there's a lot of things here that we can collect, take to drop-off locations and easily recycle them. And two, there are a lot of internet purchases that are happening in my home that I am not aware of. It will clearly indicate on what you have as to whether or not you can recycle it. So clearly the easiest way to recycle this would be curbside, and there are some communities in the country that can actually accept that. However, until the rest of the country catches up, all we have to do is go to one of 34,000 locations around the country like Home Depot, Lowe's, Staples, Walmart, the grocery stores where the bags came from originally, and just drop them back off at those locations. There's not a lot of heavy lifting. So what do they do with all that now that you've dropped it off? Well, that's the really cool part. They take what you might consider to be plastic trash and transform that into a plastic resource. Products like park benches, sheds, playgrounds, decking, and a whole host of other products that will last a lifetime. Look, we've all seen the same footage of marine life wrapped up in plastic and floating trash. And like you, I find that deeply disturbing. But the fact of the matter is, that trash is coming from the other side of our planet primarily, from countries that don't care anything about our environment. And there's really not a whole lot we can do about that. But there are things that we can do here on our shores and in our environment to make sure that we don't trash this planet. It's pretty simple, really. It's just about taking some basic responsibility. Educate yourselves on the products that you use and their overall impact on the environment. You may be surprised at what you learn. Make sure you reduce, reuse, recycle, and maybe rethink. I think we owe that to our future generations, don't you?